And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, to the podcast. That's not how I wanted to start off. That confused me. I wanted to start off as dun, da run, da run, da run, da run, dun, da run, da run, da run, da run. What do you think of that intro?
Are you
And then that's when you're supposed
trying
to
to
jump
mimic
in.
the
You're supposed to.
SpongeBob? The dee dot delete dot delete dot. Is that what you're
No.
mimicking?
That's when you're supposed to jump in with the freestyle. Yo, my name is Spencer, and I am Body Wenser.
Jesus Christ, that's why I don't start off like that.
Have you ever tried freestyling?
No, not really.
Like,
Oh, shit.
you never like wanted to get into it, or like never just tried it or something? Have you? What about singing? Have you ever like actually tried to sing a song?
Kinda.
I don't, because I don't really know you as like a singer.
Yeah, because I mean, when you know you can't do something, you don't really do it.
I know, that's why I'm doing this podcast.
Jesus. Okay, yeah, we're all set up, we're ready to go.
So what's up, doggy dog? Did you get a haircut recently?
Yeah, a few days ago.
Did you ever look into that Monet stuff that I told you about
Nah,
for the? Because like, what shampoo do you use?
whatever we find at Costco.
You use Costco shampoo?
I actually met a girl a weekend ago, and she's like
Selling that?
yeah.
So I
But
thought
some of that shit's sad though. The way she does it, sad. She got like 12. Wow.
Yeah. What's it called? So I was thinking of an idea of like, just further going with the podcast. What if we were to have like a girls, like Karis calls it a girls takeover, but like I thought of the idea of like, trying to be original. What if it's some like a girl's like Karis is doing hair, for example, and the client has that like is like it'd be Karis and like the client, while she's doing hair, they're having a podcast, and maybe have like someone else sitting in the sideline of it, just like a whole like different environment. Like, I mean, you can either like watch her do the hair or something, or she cannot just be in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Just maybe have like, I'm just thinking of like a new setting of like just trying to be like different.
Yeah, I mean, I've been writing a lot of shit down. One idea I have is kind of like questions. If you don't want to answer, we like get a makeup artist and have to draw some shit on her face.
Wait, what?
Like, will you and me do like questionnaire or something like that, or maybe somebody like a third person too with us, and like we have to ask like pretty intimate questions that if you don't want to answer, then we have a makeup artist come and fucking do one piece of like eyeliner or some shit on her face.
What about put highlights in our hair?
Highlights? Yeah,
Like, that's what dude Karis has been bugging me about that.
Isn't that a long process though? Don't you have to like go? You have to go somewhere to do that though, right?
No, I mean, I think you can just kind of put it in your hair with like the foil and shit, and then like, I mean, it's just bleach, so it'll kind of just bleach your hair, but you can do like kind of natural. You don't put too. I don't know the process. I've thought about doing that though.
What, highlights?
Like well, no, more of like
When did you
barbering,
dye your hair?
cosmetology.
Didn't you do anything to your hair? Like, I know you braided the Jedi braid, but
I had a Jedi braid. I bearded my or I braided my beard. I had like
you bearded your braid.
I bearded my I bearded my braid. I had like 2 braids right here and everything. I think I even had this all braided.
Your beard?
Yeah, the whole thing. I just had like I had like 3 girls all going on it.
Oh, I remember that. What was I keep getting recommendations to follow somebody. I remember them. It was like I could probably fucking blow it up, but the girl that would like she was like a senior and you're a freshman or something like that. What's her name?
She was a senior when we were freshmen.
I think so. She would like fuck with your hair and like I didn't really know her. She was on a water polo.
Mackenzie.
Oh yeah, I think it was that. It was
no, Mackenzie and what was her name? Mariah Mackenzie.
Is that from elementary school?
Yeah. Okay. So people of the podcast, if you're even tuning into this, so when we were in first grade, there were 2 girls that they were 6th graders, and we were little first graders, and I think they like came to our class one time, and they were like helping out or whatever, and like I remember you and me just being like, dude, oh my gosh, those are like the super cute 6th graders, and we're all nervous and shy and everything, and then we would see them like in passing or something, like they would be there, and then we'd be like, oh, there they are and stuff, and then like these 6th grade girls started to recognize that like, hey, these 2 little boys, they keep like they keep looking at us and they run away
Throwing
or
shit at 'em.
something, or yeah, throw something at them, or like kind of like mess with their backpack or something. And then like that was just like a little thing we did. And then oh, I remember this one time I was drinking water from the water fountain, and then one of them's walking by and does that, you know, like the little thing in your hair that you're talking about and everything. And I remember like, oh my gosh, that was her. That's my little, what is it, first grade crush or something?
Yeah, I think we were third graders or second.
No, it was
maybe.
definitely first grade.
Was it?
It was definitely first grade.
Yeah, probably.
That was the first time I fell in love.
I wonder what they're doing now.
I know. If anything, we can look at. Do you still have your yearbooks? Oh yeah, they're upstairs, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
What-
Yeah.
Why don't you go run and grab them real quick and let's look them up.
Well, I mean, I don't know where they're at, but I think
Yeah,
they're in the attic.
they're in your closet.
I have some in there, but I don't know about first grade. We could just honestly look them up. But I mean, this is gonna take time though.
Yeah.
But I mean, they for sure. I feel like they probably have kids now.
Oh yeah, for sure. Even the girl that you're talking about, well, what, we were freshmen and she was a senior. You're talking about
Yeah, those people have
Ashley
kids.
Bonilla.
I think that was actually who the person is.
She was one of my TAs, right? And I
Yeah.
would go hang out with them.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
what
I
I
would
was
hang
thinking
out with them at the senior tree, and I was a little freshman.
Sheesh.
Felt like it was all cool and everything.
Yeah.
But you know what? Actually, yeah. Here's how I know that I did that. Like, hung out with them at the senior tree. I went to the beer garden not too long ago. I was doing a house over there, and then after, you know, I'm like, you know what, fuck it, let me go get a hamburger and go get a beer and shit. And then the bartender girl, she's like, I'm looking at her, you know, like kind of, I recognize her, not too much though. And then I finally tell her, I go, hey, what high school did you go to? And she goes, oh, I went to Altaloma. I graduated this and that. Are you Russell Rhodes? I go, yeah, I am. And
She was a
goes,
bartender.
"Oh." Yeah, like I mean, just like serving drinks and everything. Like over there off the
Jeez.
210 and Baseline.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was just like serving drinks and stuff, and like, you know, bringing your food and stuff.
210 and baseline. Oh, okay. Wait, what was it? Was it Doghouse?
Doghouse, yeah,
Oh, okay.
or like beer garden, something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, Doghouse. It's like a
No, but it's not the one where you can actually bring your dog.
Yeah, I know. What? I didn't even know that was a
No,
real thing.
because there's two different ones. There's like a dog house over there on like by Milliken and Foothill.
I just know Doghouse and off the one you went to, and then there's one in Victoria Gardens.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, I
It's
didn't
like
know
called,
you
like-
could bring your dogs there. Oh yeah, I guess they have a water out front. I watched a fight go down there. That was pretty cool.
Which one, Victoria Gardens or?
Yeah, it's like two girls thrown down. I'm like trying to eat fucking.
Oh, girl fight. Oh,
Yeah. I filmed it.
You filmed, of
Partly.
course.
Yeah.
Fuck us right now. Bitch, if you didn't have nothing wrong with, you wouldn't be over here saying hello. You wouldn't be saying anything. You can't be fucking tired of dumbass here, stupid ass. Yeah, bitch. Get the fuck away. You're not. Bitch, I will fuck with you, bro. Don't know. Who are you?
I know, right?
Get the fuck away. Get the fuck away. Okay, use your fucking face. Get the fuck away. Yeah.
Dude, you look so high right now. Mm-mm.
No, honestly, by this point, no. Because for me, when I smoke, well, I probably look high because I have the fucking bright ass lights in my eyes, I'm squinting. But no, for when I smoke, it's like I'll be high for like 15 minutes, but then I just kind of like go back to normal.
Yeah, dude. So
But it's funny, like when we take a break, actually, I'll go probably smoke a quick bowl, and then I'll really be all.
smoke a little quickie. Dude, so you know me well enough. You know I'm not big into weed. I don't like weed. Like when I smoke it, just the way I feel, I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
So I like understood that the edibles are very drastically different from smoking weed, right?
Oh yeah.
So I don't like smoking weed. So I was like, maybe edibles might be a little different experience. Maybe I might like it a little bit more. So I had one of my friends give me like a and it's like sealed. It was like, you know, it was from an actual.
What
like,
is it? Was it like a cookie? Was it like
no,
a gummy strips?
it was a cheesecake edible.
A cheesecake?
Well, chocolate cheesecake. It was
Oh
like
my
it was
dude!
was a-
Let me get some
it
of
was a
that. That's
choc-
fucking
yeah.
dank as fuck.
and so there was 10 pieces of
Dessert
10
while you're
milligrams.
getting high.
It was a 100 milligram bar, but there was section off in 10 milligrams. There was 10 of them.
Okay.
And so I'm like, yeah, I'll start off at 10, you know. Seems always super light. So I cut off a little piece, a little 10. Just fucking down the hatch. Try it out. And so I'm feeling it. Actually, I wasn't really feeling anything for like about an hour and a half.
Where were you at?
Here.
Oh, you were here?
And so I'm like barbecuing. Right after I finished barbecuing, I was like, okay, now I'm pretty fucking high. I was like, damn. I mean, this is like it's like I think it was about the same feeling of smoking weed, but it was a little different. Okay, well, this is probably what I'm gonna feel like. I was like, this is probably what it is.
Yeah.
And then we go in the back. We're sitting by the fire pit, and I'm like hanging out. 45 minutes goes by. Then we go back in the house. I'm like, I am way fucking higher than I was earlier. I thought where I was earlier, where I was gonna max out, and I'm like, yeah, I just got way fucking high. I'm like, I'm too high right now. Holy shit. All right. And it just kept fucking progressively getting higher and higher.
At what point were you at? Like hour 2, maybe?
I took it at like 8:30, and I started freaking the fuck out at like 10:30.
Oh shit! Yeah, so it's already in there.
But I ate
It's
a full
like...
meal. I guess I ate it before I ate, but still, it was just like 10, and I just kept getting higher and higher and higher. I'm like, this is fucking terrible. It got to the point where I was freaking the fuck out. I was like, dude, I can't even like think right now. And I was like, dude, I filmed the cameras, and like I was laying down on the couch, and they were getting me like a rag to put on my neck or something like that.
Oh, so this was in front of people?
Yeah. I had a bunch of people over my house, and I was
shit.
like freaking the fuck out, dude. I was like, this is I keep getting higher and higher. I was like, I'm fucking so high, and I keep getting more and more high, and I was freaking out, and I thought I had to go to the hospital. I was literally about to go to the hospital.
Oh my gosh!
I was like, dude, I can't. I was like jumping through time. Like I was so high that I was like, how did I get here? I was like, dude, and I was pacing around my jacuzzi for about 35 minutes, just nonstop doing circles.
And you have motherfuckers just like shooting the shit at the bonfire.
They were kind of in the house, but Matt Ryan was like, dude, Matt Ryan was a homie. I was like, dude, can you come for me right now? And I was freaking the fuck out, dude. I was like, my subconscious, like my conscious was talking to me, but not like me thinking about like consciously thinking. It was like almost like it was not me controlling. I thought I was dead at one point, bro. I thought I was fucking dead. I was like, dude, this is I was like, I'm fucking gonna die right here, right now. Dude. I was like, this is terrible. Off of 10 milligram. And I'm walking around, and I'm like, dude,
where did you get these, dude? Give me some. Fuck.
I mean, that's the thing too. They were sealed. They were from an actual, like, it wasn't just bought off the street. It was like sealed. It was like, it was from one of her friends that worked at the company. So it was like, 10, nothing wrong with it or anything. They've all taken it. They tried it.
Tell me a girl had this, and they're all chilling, and then you're like having a bad trip, like while she's there and everything. Was this a girl you liked or something, or just like a homegirl?
What are you talking about?
You said a girl had it.
Yeah, well, they gave it to me. No, it was Ethan's brother's wife. They're all on edibles and stuff. So I was like, hey, we'll try it out. So she gave me some sealed edibles.
Because I'm thinking, I'm like, fuck. I'm thinking, like,
I didn't have a girl over. I didn't have a girl. Well, there was a girl here. There was a girl here. You're having a girl,
like, the girl you like or something or whatever. And then all of a sudden you're just fucking... I'm too fucking high pacing her.
No, it was bad.
Why did you bring me over?
There was a girl that came here that's never been in my house before, and like I'm always like uptight when people go over. I'm like trying to make sure everything's like perfect and stuff. It got to the point where I was like, I'm not doing shit right now. It got to a point where I couldn't think. I couldn't make a thought. I couldn't make a sentence. And so I remember like the dogs are jumping up on her, and I was like, I don't know how to fucking talk. You know what I mean? Like I was like, trying to get the dogs off, but I couldn't like fucking, I was like, dude, this is too much right now. Like a conversation was way too much for me. Matt was like, I was talking to Matt about like, hey, calm me down, like talk about some things. And like he was saying shit, and it was just scaring the fuck out of me. I mean, he wasn't doing that good of a job, because I remember almost all of it, but he was like talking about like.
So I was in the woods this one time, and
he was telling me
all these creepy sounds.
A point where he's like, yeah, I was tripping hard as fuck where you were, and like I was seeing shit, and I was like, dude, Matt, let's talk about something else, dude. But then we were talking about normal things, just like UFC fights and stuff, and he's like, so what do you think about this guy? I'm like, I couldn't fucking think. I literally could not process anything, dude. It was so bad, and I was like. I thought I really was going to go to the hospital. I was like, I'm going to fucking die tonight for sure. And I kept telling him, I was like, bro, do I have to go to the hospital? Like, I'm good. And he was like, calm me down. We sat by the fire pit for like fucking 4 hours to like 3 a.m. And I was like able to like have conversations. But it was so weird because I understood like what I was like trying to think. Like when I was able to like talk at one point, I was like consciously like, I know what I'm trying to say, but I couldn't put it into words. Like we were sitting by the fire, and I was so cold. And I was like, I'm going to go stand by the fire. And I was like, so cold and hot. I'm like, I couldn't fucking process anything, dude. It was so bad. I haven't really talked to him since that, but I told him, I was like, remember all this shit, dude, because I fucking probably can't.
For the podcast.
Dude, I was like, fuck, dude, I was losing my mind.
Yeah, this one time I had a fucking 1,000 milligram cookie. And this is like way before like, all the laws and regulations and everything. So I had a 1,000 milligram cookie. ate half of it, dude. I woke up still so fucking high.
Yeah, no, that's the thing too. Is I woke up the next day high as fuck still.
Dude, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, because edibles hit you different.
Yeah, no, they
For
do.
sure, you know,
because what I was told, which does make sense, when you smoke weed, you just like it's just in your lungs for a few seconds. But
Yeah.
edibles, your body takes in all of it.
Well, Rogan explains it. He says that like it creates like a new THC like.
Well, it's
XL
processed
or
differently.
something.
Your body processes it.
Yeah, I
differently.
think it's from like your liver creates it like THC, like XL or some bullshit like that.
Yeah.
Rogan will explain it.
Yeah, let's bring him in here.
Yeah, hey Rogan.
But I gave it to Matt. I was like, dude, try these. And I was like, he's like, can I take these home and try them? I was like, bro, get these out of my fucking house, dude. I was like, get these the fuck away from me, bro. I didn't even want to see them.
Dude.
And I was like, he's like, can I take them? I was like, part of me like wants you to take them, but because of what I just went through, I don't want you to go through this, but it's probably not. And he said he texted me the next day. He's like, bro, I took this shit at 3:30. It's 9. I don't feel anything. I'm like, I'm just a different person, dude. But
Yeah.
one thing I did realize too is when I did take it, 2 days after that, if I did any type of like vigorous movement or workout, I would get really fucking high. Because when you eat food and shit like that, it stores inside you. So I was like on the treadmill for a little bit, and I'm like, I'm high as fuck right now. And I was like, this is for like 2-3 days. Like any type of like, I went out to like drop shit. I like put the trash cans out, came back in. I'm like, why am I fucking high? I was like, I can't escape this shit. I'm fucking high right now. I can't even do anything. It wasn't as bad, obviously.
Just keep
but
smoking, dude. You'll get used to it.
I know, right?
You'll learn to live with it.
Dude, it was
That's
so
what I've
fucking
done.
bad.
Like what you're talking about when you're moving around and shit,
Yeah.
and you're like, fuck, why am I high? And like you're like exercising.
Yeah.
That's how I was when I got this. Dude, I remember that so well. I remember I was so fucking high because we like smoked like a blunt right before going to the gym, and then we went to play racquetball.
Oh,
And
me? Oh, yeah.
Were you
Oh,
there?
yeah. I
It
do
was-
remember you got hit in the
Ethan
head.
and Brody.
Yeah, I think Ethan did that to you, right?
Yeah, Ethan.
Oh.
And I just remember like running like that day we were playing and shit, and I was running around feeling what you're describing, like fucking like I'm here now, I'm here now, I'm here now, I'm here.
Yeah, with the
and
ball's
shit.
going so fast, you probably can't even process it.
Yeah, dude, it was such a trip. And then like next thing you know, fucking boom. I'm like, what the fuck? What happened? What happened? They're like, dude, Russ, like your fucking your face is split open. I'm like, what do you mean? And then like I kind of like how you're saying, yeah, because I was like kind of not really sure what the fuck's going on and shit. And that's the only time I've ever seen stars.
Really?
You know how they say like
Yeah,
like a
'cause you're
video
hitting the
game.
head, yeah.
Yeah, dude, I literally was seeing like stars. Oh,
Jeez.
shit, dude.
Yeah.
Andrew Riccardi has a video of me.
From what, when you got hit in the head?
Yeah, because
He was there at the gym?
no. So after that, we went to Wade's house,
Mm-hmm.
and then like Wade's mom came out and everything. She gave me like some like horse medicine or something like that. Like someone told me that I was fucking like,
Some fucking
somebody said that Wade's mom's a horse surgeon, so why don't you just have fucking
horse surgeon.
Yeah, why don't you have her
She's giving you
sew up or
ivermectin?
something? Yeah, no, ketamine.
Ketamine.
And that was my
Horse
first ketamine
tranquilizer?
trip.
Damn.
And now that I think about it, I go, how can that happen? Like, Wade's mom is definitely not a horse surgeon.
No, she's a real estate agent.
Yeah, and I'm like, who the fuck told me that she was a horse surgeon?
Well, they do have horses, so she probably knows a lot about. But I mean,
I'm sure, yeah, but
hey,
like,
you're not a horse.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
I mean, we're very
And
alike,
like,
but
I'm like, why was somebody's first thought, oh, Wade's mom, and Wade
Yeah.
wasn't even there? Why not?
why do they connect you with a horse? Why don't they just take you to fucking hospital? or
That's
something
why
like
not think, maybe Russell's mom should,
Yeah.
or take him to the fucking hospital.
Yeah.
And the thing that pisses me off so much, LA Fitness workers didn't even do shit about it.
No,
They
yeah,
just
no.
go, hey, you want some napkins?
Well, I mean,
Some
most of
nub-
them aren't even fucking trained for anything. It's either you're a receptionist there or you're a fucking
That's a good point. Because I think about it like,
a fuck. What do you call them? Like a fitness trainer, a trainer. You know, who has very minimal fucking amount of they don't know fucking injuries. They just know how to
Yeah.
fucking do some of these and some pull ups and stuff and physical trainers, something like that. You know,
yeah. Now that I think about it, there is someone, I won't name him.
they're not doctors.
She was she worked at a gym, and I'm like, yeah, this girl definitely would not know the first
you can
thing
say
what
it.
to
I
do.
just
so-
blur it out.
What's- well, she's gonna listen to this and she's gonna know who it is.
Oh, cares?
No,
Oh,
maybe,
what?
yeah, it's her.
Dude,
I don't know. I just don't want to be like, oh, cares this, oh, cares that. Like, thanks for calling me out, Spence.
what?
Thanks for calling me out. Because I'm trying to play it off as not Karis.
What? You're making it obvious. I can just blur out the name, you know? I mean, I'm going to, but...
Actually, no, I want you to leave it now.
Okay.
So,
so I can understand the conversation more, you know? Just flows better just to say whatever comes to mind and then I blur it out.
I don't want you to.
When me, Corey, and Ryan did this podcast, we went for like about 2.5 hours and I had to blur out so much shit, dude. It was just insane. We were just like, I took out like 15 minutes of it because it was just so racist and just so brutal. And also because I was trying something out differently and I didn't have a big enough SIM card in the recorder, so it cut out like 15 minutes of it. I could have used like these camera audio, but I was like, nah, it's not really worth it. But yeah, I was blurring out so many names and just like, I was like, dude. Because it's funny because, you know, when there's a situation, like from a viewer standpoint, when you watch them, like just fucking say the name because it makes it so much more enjoyable. But we have to deal with the repercussions where you fucking, you know, we're going to see this person next. Like, hey, how about don't fucking talk about me on the podcast? And you're like, oh.
Hey, fuck. Actually, don't mention about my mom being a horse surgeon because she is.
Yeah, no, literally. Shit like that. And you're like, oh, fuck,
yeah, plus like fucking, I mean, already there's like people that I would not even expect that are following the podcast.
Oh yeah, I think because you probably logged in using your phone.
Well, yeah, and that's what I mean. I haven't even. Yeah, it's just from people scrolling, but I'm like, really? Like, you followed it? I'm like, okay, fuck yeah, cool. And some people I'm like, oh, I'm for sure having you on, you know?
Yeah.
Oh damn! I know who I should have hit up today. I don't want to tell you the name, but no, I'm just kidding. Ryan Ramirez.
Oh yeah, dude, we need to have him on actually, dude, because of Matt's party.
Oh yeah. Plus he's having a show this weekend.
Oh really? Oh yeah. With Riley Alba? You going to that one too?
Oh, they're both having a show, huh?
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I'm gonna be in Florida.
I know. I may go to Ryan's, but I know Tyler Gardner's going to Riley's.
Riley's, yeah.
He has like a table.
He texted me again today or yesterday. He's like, "Bro, they're almost sold out." And I'm like, "You told me that 3 weeks ago, but I can't go, buddy. I'm going to Florida." But I was like, I'll tell my friends. But I mean, most of them are like, you know, I'm not gonna tell people who don't really know Riley. I mean, I guess I could, but they're not gonna really be interested.
Well, you haven't told me yet. This is the first you're telling me.
Well, you already know about it.
I'm just kidding. I'm busting your globe.
That thing would explode, bro. My sister was in here and she fucking probably broke some shit on it.
God damn it, Haley.
I know.
Did you ever finish Game of Thrones?
I never even started it. I watched half of the first episode and I was like, nah.
Well, if you're trying to watch good porno, watch that.
I just go on Pornhub. I just go on the VR, dude.
Oh my gosh, dude! I'm gonna have to check that out before. Hey, let me borrow it while you're gone.
Nah.
Come
back
on.
all sticky and
come on. No, dude. I have a wife, dude. I can't fucking watch porn at home.
I don't know.
Especially like that.
Huh? Oh, you could. You should, dude. Shit's awesome, bro. But seriously,
Come on, let me just borrow it.
Yeah, you gotta get one too. Because they're like starting like in the metaverse and shit, but also like UFC, they're gonna do fight. They're doing a lot more like because Facebook just bought it, Oculus. Well, I mean, yeah, Oculus. They own Oculus now because there's a bunch of different brands, but they're gonna be doing shit where it's like, you know, the metaverse. You know, everything's in there. Yeah. But I mean, I don't really care too much about that right now. I mean, obviously, it's like not really a thing.
I just care about the porn.
No, but it's fun, dude, because you play poker with Michael and stuff, and it's funny because you could see their face, and like Michael would, like turn at you, and he's talking, his mouth's moving with them, and I'm like, this is so fucking weird and funny, dude. But it's funny because we'll play with people, and I'll just be like, fuck you, and I'll be throwing shit at people, they're throwing eggs at people, and there's a lot of different games on there. There's like a lot of cool extra. Like,
I heard something about somebody got raped in the metaverse already. It must have been like a troll thing, but like some 20-year-old or some like 50-year-old for the first time goes on the metaverse and gets gangbanged by
you just go like this, turn it off.
Yeah,
you know, you're like, oh, am I getting raped right now in metaverse? Turn it off, and then you're not getting raped.
You're not,
but you're probably just
that icon. That icon's still probably there,
dude. It's funny though because there's so many kids on like Gorilla Tag. It's like you like move around, you get it's just tag, but it's funny because there's kids on there, and dude, there's some of them are fucking hilarious. A lot of them are racist as shit, but it's just funny, just like experiencing, especially Brandon, dude. Brandon's such a clown, dude. He's always too scared to do things, but he always wants to do them, but he wants them to happen, so he tell like us to do it. And he'll text me, he goes, hey, call that guy an N-word. Call him an N-word. Call him, yeah, throw shit at him. Spit. Hey. Fuck with this guy, Spencer. I was like, fuck with this guy. I'm like, Brandon, you're in here too. Just fucking do it. He'll like be texting me this shit. He's like, dude, fuck with this guy, dude.
That means he takes off his goggles just to send you texts.
Yeah, I'm like, Brandon, what do you think this guy's gonna rape you in the metaverse, dude? We're playing poker right now. Guy's always so scared doing shit.
The fucking. What do you think, Brandon? You're gonna get a fucking ticket in the metaverse?
Yeah. I mean, I understand where like League, we're being Discord. And he's like,
Yeah.
hey, call this guy an idiot. Call it, just I'm like, yeah, but I'm gonna get fucking chat restricted and permabanned.
I'm the one that's gonna have the repercussions.
I know, right? Well, most of the time he has me say shit on League because he's already fucking chat restricted for like life.
Yeah,
He's like, I can't type anything. I'm like, well, Brandon, you gotta fucking, you gotta misspell shit.
And then Rub It Up Dub 23 comes out.
And as we were saying, your dad doesn't fuck with bees.
No, he used to be so anal about flies during the summertime.
Yeah, they're
Who let the fly in? Come on! Or somebody would be coming in. Come on, be quick! You're letting the flies in.
Dude, I had a fucking fly infestation.
Infiltration.
About
Instastation.
probably like 8 months
Oh, you had
ago.
a fly investigation.
About like 8 months ago. Dude, it was, I'm telling you, it was so bad where I got to vacuum out, probably sucked up, no exaggeration, maybe like 200 fucking flies.
Ew, they're just flying. You're sucking them up.
I was killing them all because there was so many of them.
Smart.
Because they were like up in the fucking like the chandelier like window and shit in the front window and all the back window. And I'm like, I just suck them all up. And dude, it was like, okay, cool. They're all gone. The next day, wake up, multiplied, bro. There was like 300 and they would not
What
fucking.
was there? Like a dead body?
No, that's why I'm like, dude, there's got to be a dead carcass somewhere in this fucking house. And I was like, why are these just.
a Carthus.
I was like, why are these just like appearing everywhere? Dude, they just kept just coming up and just like would not like I'm telling you, like, I was like, there is no fucking flies left anywhere in this house. Like, I was like, because obviously they're going to be checking
Yeah.
dog food. There was nothing. And the next day I wake up and there's fucking like 100 more. And I was like, dude.
Well, what happened the next day after that?
I just kept having to suck them up for like 2-3 days. And then like more, like it was just like half-life. Where it was like 50 of them the next day and then like 25 the next. And then they just like disappeared. I was like, dude, it was getting me fucking pissed off. I have a video of it saved. I'll probably overlay it over this. But it was just like unnecessarily amount of fucking flies, and I was like, dude, this makes zero sense. I was like, they're gonna be hatching somewhere. Nowhere. Never found anything. I was like, there's no fucking holes in my goddamn house. I'm not gonna find it. Like, oh shit, they're all right here. It's like I was checking. Like, you know what it was? Is I think that sliding door right there, like underneath, there's like a little crack, and I think like a good amount were like maybe coming from in there, and I was spraying. Dude, it was just like
I don't know. They don't really come through the cracks, but
bro,
I mean.
It had me fucking wondering.
Leaves the fucking front door open all the time.
Yeah, he always leaves the doors open. That's how they came in. But like, coming like just
maybe one laid in, like they fucking laid eggs or something.
I mean, for sure had to lay eggs, but it was just like, dude, this is fucking ridiculous. It was so bad, dude. It was pissing me off.
Oh man, I don't know. I just fucking smoked a bowl right now, and I'm like, I need you to calm me down, Spence.
Dude, look how hairy it is.
I need you to calm me down. I know you need to fucking clean the grounds, dog, and you need to calm me down, dog.
I do clean these fucking. It's the dog just sheds. Shave it.
Shave it. All I gotta say, people, down, down, down. Spencer's going down. Down, down, down. Spencer's going down this weekend on the LCS, baby. Coming right at you with that 3-0 this week.
Oh, no.
Dude, you are going to get
Did you see?
smashed.
Did you even
I'm
check-
fucking 2-0, baby. Let's check this out.
Did you check what I did?
Yeah, you finally fucking got your sleeper fucking
Huh?
shit team going.
What are you talking about?
You changed up your team.
I did. I'm surprised you guys. No one even looked because the top players weren't even. But you got to look deeper into that.
No, I know. I have fucking a stacked team. That's why I haven't changed. I told you. I'm the one who told you.
Hey, just wait till after Sunday. You'll realize.
No,
oh,
I
fuck.
know. Spencer, don't worry. I knew that fucking Fake God was open top. He was literally the highest ranking person of this past week.
I dropped Fake God.
It shows it right here.
I don't have them.
Oh, you just told me.
Pick them up. Go for it.
No, dude, I got fucking Summit, dog.
Oh, I don't know.
Summit from Cloud9.
You got to look deep in it. You got to see who they're playing against. And I looked in the statistics of like ban rates and most likely, and then like who they think they're going to be picking, and then who they're probably going to be banning, and then I based off of that and who I think 2 of our lanes are playing against each other this week too. It's like jungle, and then I think like mid or something, or bot.
Oh yeah,
but good luck, dude. My
our
picks
jungles going against each other.
Yeah. You got to consider it's like I think it's IMT or something like that. It's the lowest scoring team. If
fucking TSM is.
Yeah, TSM. Yeah.
They don't have a win.
You got to look into like who they're gonna be playing this week.
I know, dude. Because I've basically
coming in, I didn't know shit.
As soon as this started, I've watched basically every single game.
Yeah.
Like Saturday mornings and even Sundays. Like what else what else am I doing? If I don't have class or even at class, I was watching it. I was watching it in class and everything. I'd go home, fucking watch it on my phone, put it on the TV, and it's just like football. Like how people watch football. This is how I was watching. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go.
It's kind of more enjoyable. It's nice.
Yeah, especially especially like having like people like, oh, dude, like even if somebody loses, but my bot lane still won, so it's like we did good. Or
like the team,
because they're how I look at it is I think in terms of like, okay, so I know like FlyQuest. Okay, so who was it? This Zoe ban. You know how I got Zoe or Zoe from my mid laner that got me a bunch of fucking points with.
Because you guessed that it would be picked.
So I knew. So he was new to it. So I knew that he was either Zoe or Vex is his 2 picks so far, and I'm like, okay, well, he's not gonna go Vex because they're going against Team Liquid. Team Liquid has Berserker, whatever, and they're not gonna run a Janna top lane. They're gonna run it normal, but they're gonna focus on picking them out. So that's why I knew. I'm like, okay, so he's gonna pick Zoe.
Yeah, but if you expect that, then they probably expect that too. So they're
no. But I'm saying because then if you look at him, like Tristan was probably like, okay, well, mid laner, he's probably gonna pick Victor. I think he actually banned Victor, but I'm like, no, that's not how he plays though. Like because I know that these teams are playing a strategy. So that's why I'm picking. Okay,
that's what I mean. Is how you know that he wasn't gonna play Victor?
Stop, get out of there.
Well, how'd you know that he wasn't gonna play Victor?
Because I looked at who he was playing.
Yeah.
I knew the team. Team Liquid. Okay, Berserker or Berserkin. You know who the guy that AJ has.
But do you think the team that they're playing against, like the team that's playing against, who you would have thought would have picked Victor? Don't you think that they would have been like, he's not gonna pick Victor?
But I'm not thinking about who they pick. I'm thinking about. I was going against Tristan.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, okay, well, Tristan.
Oh, you think Tristan was gonna pick Victor?
Yeah, because Victor's a more likely person and everything. Yeah. But I'm like, no, that's not how they're running because they're going against this team, and I'm predicting on terms of like how my team, like how the team in general, what strategy they're gonna play against this team.
Yeah. Have you noticed that these 10 teams, they set the meta for everybody else in league, where it's like they Janna do top. They're so in tune with all the percent details and everything that they're just like, we know that we see Loophole going top lane with Janna with a smite. That's it didn't play out well for I think one of the team, like the one I was playing against, there was Janna top and she was just fucking. I know it was Janna or somebody else, but they set the meta where you're just like, what the fuck? Why is Janna top with smite? But then you realize like, oh, you just don't know like as well as they do because they're just super in depth with all the percentages and they realize
like they figured it out, because I think about that too. I'm like, you can do like there's so much math to figure out and like, okay, the first instance I get it is like, okay, what item do I want to pick now? And it's like there's so much different. I can counter what they're building. Or I know this player, or like the champ, how to counter. Dude, it's so much. So there's so much math, and then you can apply that to the whole game and figure out ratios.
I realized that doing sleeper and doing our fantasy for league, that it's so like it seems like it's almost not common. Obviously, it's not very common because a lot of people, but considerably like how league is all over the world. You would think a lot of people would be doing like fantasy league for league or fantasy league for league, but when I would play football at like week 3, I'd look up like picks, this guy or that guy, this you just see the statistics and you see a lot of reports on them, and so I can learn more about, because I don't fucking know anybody. I don't know any of these people at all, so I wanted to learn more about them. Like, oh, Fake God versus Summit, who's gonna which one to pick more, like against this lane. That you can't find shit on them because there's I feel like there's not a lot of like interaction, not a lot of people doing it where it's like, it seems, dude, that right now it's like that would be a good idea to like hop on, like, do YouTube videos or something like that and go in depth and say week 3 picks and go through every single champion, because it's not a lot, dude. It's only 10 teams, that's like 100 people.
the league community will fucking bump it up like that, especially
bump it up, but also like for somebody like me trying to like be like idea like, oh, you know, if you really knew everything about all these champions and all these teams and what you think, like most likely it's like you kind of have to do it for a while, but like somebody looking for advice like me where it's like I don't know anybody, I'm like looking for shit and I can't find anything about any advice on any of these fucking teams or any player. I was going through Reddit because a lot of Reddit shit's like, oh, and I was finding shit from a year ago. I was like, week 3. It's like, this. I mean, what's a good pick for this guy against this team? And it's like they were telling me shit from a year ago, and I'm like, no, because a lot of times with football, it's like week 3, and with football, dude, they have detailed insights on every single player and every single like percentages against who they're playing, and probably it's all fucking gamble, anyways. But like, you know, get good insight, you know.
Spence, we should also do that too, you know.
Yeah, I mean that's a really good idea, but I don't know enough about it.
Yeah, but you know about the game though.
Yeah, I know, but
and that's what it is. You know, you just keep posting. You know, just like this. You know, you have the Rancho podcast, and then you have, you know, the fantasy league podcast.
But yeah, that's a huge thing.
Imagine something like that. You know, the fantasy league podcast, and it's just like me, you, and like, you know, we'll bring on Trevor or something. All right, Trevor, like, what do you have to say about like?
Honestly, we should, because that's like a huge fucking opportunity to be like,
yeah.
Because like you gotta think about it, it's like shit that wasn't invented that you know is like which would be good.
That's my idea about this, you know, like about my whole idea that inspired me about the podcast is I knew that, you know what, all these spotlights are going up around, you know, the world, California, LA, you know, why not put Rancho on the back? You know, I know plenty of people that live in Rancho that have good stories and that can have a funny conversation and that can make content, you know. Why not fucking make a stage where these people can come on and tell a story?
Yeah, like look at this. I just typed in LCS pick week 3. Everything is, look at this date, 2021, 2021, 2017. There's no insight on anything on this. And like, it's just weird because I get maybe like, you know, Sleeper is a different app. It's all new to me. But like in terms of just like anything that's new.
Even just commentating the fights in general.
Yeah, you got to hop on that shit because I'm surprised that there's nothing on any like probability picks or anything like that, considering how big fucking league is. Because league is bigger than like the Super Bowl, dude.
It's because everyone's fucking nerds. No one's like into it, you know. Like, but like you have like, you know, you would see us on the streets. You wouldn't think that we play fucking computer games. Yeah. You wouldn't think that we've been playing still like to this day. You know, I go to the job site at work, all these construction people, and then they talk, oh yeah, video games and shit. I go, what else am I going to do when I get home?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's also different. Like I said, like, we're NA. It's Northern America, and, like, it's way bigger in fucking, like, China, Japan, Korea, you know?
Yeah.
They're way more in it than we are over here, so.
But everyone likes the NA logo. Everyone likes made in the USA. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, everyone looks at LA, Hollywood, you know? Yeah. Why does everyone around the world fantasize about going to LA, Hollywood? You know, that's where all the stars are, you know? So you capitalize on that being here, and then you get some connects out there. You establish the brand here, and you sell it out there. Yeah. Look at Apple. Apple was started here. They went out to China. They went out to the rest of the world. Fucking
I mean, think about it. Like if you went to Japan and you were telling them, "Hey, who do you think's gonna win, Cowboys or Chiefs?" They're not even the same fucking division or anything like that. But they'd be like, "I don't fucking watch that shit," you know. Well, they wouldn't be English, obviously. They'd be speaking.
Yeah, but like in a conversation,
idea, you know? But I feel like league is more established here than like football is over there.
It just has a worldwide market, like you said. You know,
it does, and which is why I'm surprised that there's nothing fucking on any type of esports in terms of like LCS, would be like a huge opportunity to be like. You know,
let me look into that this weekend. What would we? That one would for sure have to be YouTube, or I mean,
definitely. I mean,
fucking Instagram too.
YouTube, but preferably, it's like when I look at like you got to think about in your perspective or my perspective. It's like when I'm looking for something to like base my probability picks off of. I don't want to watch a YouTube video that's like 25 minutes. I just want to go straight to a page and just like type in this one guy's name. Like we got to make a website or some shit. Just one guy's name and another guy's name and probability and who pick and. If you should guy like, you know, Summit. It's like, who's Summit going to probably pick week 3? And you just go like the probability that they're probably going to pick this person in depth more. Cause the app is also probabilities too. But like, you know, it's also like not as good.
I mean, like because numbers can't tell you like numbers are only going to tell you what numbers say, but numbers aren't going to tell you, oh, but the top laner went Jana top smite.
Yeah. LCS's probability statistics are based off of only like entirely. I mean, maybe not entirely, but off of like statistics. You know, just like they see, oh, someone's played Graves 3 times and played fucking Renekton once, and he won all 3 with Graves, and he lost once with Renekton. And you can see it. You know, it's his best is Graves and his worst is Renekton, but it's like they're just basing that off of like, you know, they're not putting insight and perspective of who they're playing against, and like, you know, the probability that they're probably going to play against a Jana top, and it's like the computer can't predict that because it's just like only based off of previous statistics, which is really good, but it's also everything's also always changing. Like everyone knows the past, you know, but you got to predict what they're going to be doing in the future and stuff, and the computers can't do that, so we have the better insight on that.
Yeah, numbers are only going to say what numbers are going to say.
Yeah. I mean, they help, but not really so much so, because obviously when I did my first like 2-week picks, I'm like, I mean, obviously it seems like they're doing good picking this person.
Maybe there's a rivalry, you know, the numbers aren't going to be able to tell that, but you go, oh, these guys, you know, this is the guy's coach, and you know, now he's going against his apprentice mid lane or something like that, you know, so like this is going to be interesting. So maybe like there's going to be, so then you got to think, okay, well, if Berserkin's going against his student, you know, they have a connection. So what is the mind of Berserker thinking, you know? Well, he's going to be a lot more played back, but he's also going to want to get ready to engage when he's ready. So maybe a LeBlanc, but you know what? LeBlanc's not high right now. Yeah. LeBlanc hasn't been picked. He plays a good LeBlanc, an outstanding LeBlanc. Who did he pick? Corki.
Yeah. Well, Corki's broken right now.
Well, he was the first one to bring Corki in.
Yeah. It's all gamble too, so no matter what.
Zylan, Berserker played Zylan. More people played Zylan after. Yeah. He played Corki. People found out he was broken, so people are playing him now. Like, it's crazy because, you know, and like I can tell you this because like I've studied this guy for a few years now and stuff, and that's something numbers aren't going to tell.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's also hard because it is also always a gamble. Like, say you, me, or bot lane were playing for like LCS or some shit, or like Cloud9, and we see the people we're playing against, their ADC is always playing Aphelios, is only played Aphelios, and the support's always like Nautilus. So you got to think like, oh, obviously I'm going to ban them, or you assume that they're going to pick them, and you kind of want to like base your champ off of like, say like we know they're going to play Aphelios, and you know that their huge counter is somebody else. It's like you want to like be good at that champ. There's a lot of back and forth battle of like psychologically thinking. It's like, oh, if I think he's going to play Aphelios, I'm going to ban Aphelios. But on their side, they're going to think I play Aphelios, so I know I'm not going to play Aphelios. I'm going to play this guy. And
but then you also got to think, but if they do play, if he does ban Aphelios and he does play it, then that's lost points on me.
No, I'm not talking about us in terms of fantasy. I'm talking about the actual players, like the actual like what comes down to us getting our points. Not talking about like us picking the bans. I'm talking about like if the actual bot lane for Cloud9.
Oh, okay.
They're actually because they're they're in tune with all this.
Berserkin.
Like whoever they're playing against, like C9's bot lane, they're thinking we're playing against next week, whoever it is. We see like, oh, like
we're going against FBI next week.
Oh,
so,
he plays Aphelios a lot. So we probably think he's going to play Aphelios. Maybe we should ban him, or maybe we should like play the biggest counter to Aphelios. But also FBI is probably thinking, they're probably going to think I play Aphelios, but I'm actually not. They're just going to think that. So they can ban Aphelios, but I'm actually going to play this fucking champ, you know? It's like Ezreal, you know, something different. It's like, there's always like a back. So that's where it comes down to like, you can't really like decide the actual, it's a gamble, you know? You can't really pick. But you know, even if you just check, oh, he always plays Aphelios, it's like, he's probably not, I mean, I don't know. It just seems like it's your best pick is just to go fucking just random, you know? Because, I don't know, I mean.
Well, yeah, but I don't know. In this case, I think, I mean, yeah, you can't always go random, but I feel like if you study the game, you can almost kind of figure out what they're going to do. So far, dude, I mean, like, that's how I've been. You know, I'm not going to say I've gotten every single pick right, but at least once a week, if it's maybe me and whoever I'm going against both picked like a Leona, you know, I still got it. I mean, yeah, there is a lot of studying that, you know, to it and stuff, but you're right. You know, even though I put so much thought and time into it, and I'm like, you know what, he's going to play this guy, he doesn't even play him. Yeah. So yeah, you're right. It is a gamble and stuff.
I mean, even if you're,
but you know, like, but also what you said, you know, it's fun to like do shit. You know, it's fun to do this. You know, I enjoy like rooting it on. I enjoy like,
But that's the problem is the more certain you are that someone's going to play champion, I feel like is the higher probability that they're not going to. You know, if you're so certain this guy for sure is going to play this guy because you go in your research and stuff like that, you think he's really going to play it. But obviously, it's like if you really think like if FBI only plays Aphelios, the other team's just going to ban Aphelios, and it's just like it's
Yeah.
which would mean that you got to think ahead where. If you assume that they're gonna play Aphelios, they're gonna ban Aphelios, so you want to pick the next best, But even at that, it's like could still be a counter against, because it's back and forth, It's like, oh, his next best is Ezreal, but if they pick a huge counter first of Ezreal, it's like he's not gonna pick Ezreal. He's gonna be, even so. I mean, fucking, we play the game, and that's one thing huge. It's like when you play football, it's like, oh, this wide receiver, it's like you probably best bet playing this guy over the next, but you don't play fucking football, but we actually play league. It's kind of, I feel like that is the only like sport. I mean, I guess it technically is a sport, I don't really know, consider it a sport.
For sure.
It's the only thing out there that people who watch, like no one watches league and doesn't play league. You know what I mean? Yeah. Everyone watches football and fucking probably 2% actually play it in high school or college,
Yeah, exactly.
That's huge. It's very different, No one's watching LCS and has no idea what league is. They're gonna be they're like, I'm not gonna fucking watch this. Everyone who watches LCS plays league, so we all have a good insight. Like even when we do our picks, it's like me. I'm always Urgot or Heimer top, and if I see that they're picking, somebody who counters both of those people, I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna have to go like pull out a Wukong or something,
Yeah.
And not even that, because you gotta consider AD and AP. It's like, yeah, I mean, Urgot would be a huge counter to like, Yorick, but we have 80% AD, and I'm the last pick, so I'm gonna have to go hard AP, and Heimer's not the best against that, but with them,
and the interesting thing is, like when we play, the teams are being made on the spot, but in the LCS, these are already established teams, like they have already, like I imagine like, okay, if we're gonna have Ornn, then that means we need this type of jungler, this type of
Dude, that's
so but this our mid laner got banned, so who are we gonna pick? Oh, okay, well we're gonna ban pick a Syndra or something like that. Yeah, dude, it's like
everything's fine detail, dude.
That's why it's like how you said, like they set the pace of it, because they're the best at it. There's a reason why these people are making fucking hundreds and millions of dollars.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing too, is even if they have a set team, like okay, this thing is perfect. It's like if one ban if somebody bans one of their champs, it's like fuck, we got to figure this out, But they probably have steps A, B, and C already lined up.
Yeah, exactly. Like already have like the pre-made teams, and it's like, okay, you know what? We're rolling out team plan like D because we couldn't get the other ones. So and so got banned.
Yeah,
dude. It's I hate the game, but it's a good game.
You got my Snapchat when I was fucking like 27, and I ended up with 11.
That's why, dude. I only just play ARAM.
I know.
I really enjoy it. I get to play more people.
But I feel like there's no excitement, You can never really...
for sure. Because that's when you can make the stupid fucking dives and shit. And like,
I know. I mean, it's fun, but I feel like strategically where it's just like competitively, you can't really... There's no ranked, You can't really rank in ARAM.
But I mean, at the end of the day, like... I mean, yeah, I guess you can play towards ranked, but like, I realize... I'm not going any higher. Out of all the... I don't even play ranked.
Yeah.
That's why,
No, I agree too.
Like, ranked, it just... I just get shitty ass teammates.
Yeah. And
I always just get stuck. Yeah. And I'm like, why even play this game? But then I realized it's actually kind of a fun game. So ARAM. They got rid of the 3v3s, so you can't do that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they didn't bring that back. But one problem too with ARAM is that there are some champs that aren't good for ARAM.
Yeah.
You can't like for the software or the programmers for League, they can't make a champion. They can't how many fucking champs are there? They can't all be equally perfect, in every single situation. There's always gonna be counters, but not only that, but it's like even if they think everything's like not nerfed perfectly and not buffed, over the top. ARAM is in totally different fucking gameplay, where it's like. Some champions you just like Heimer isn't that really good for ARAM because there's always gonna be some champ that can like out hit my fucking turrets, and I'm like I can't really do much, there.
Well, then it just depends on your team play.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. It's like it's just
And
huge
then
counters and like
because it's the idea of playing defensively, like with Heim, for example. So place your towers to hold the line of minions placed right in protection of your own tower.
But
or if you're pushing it, then that's when you on ARAM you do Heim's towers 1, 2, 3, and you have them locked up. So then whether they get rid of this, okay, now you have 2 right here, and you have the movement speed.
No, I know.
And then once team fights right here, then you place it. Now you have all 3 protecting.
But when I play somebody like if there's a Quinn or Caitlyn or just somebody with a far range, they don't even have to go in my range of turrets to just take it out. Like Pyke, for example, was like absolutely just dominating like in ARAM. It's just like because there's just all 5 fucking players are right next to each other. It's like once he ults, it's like he just and the ult time is just so long where it's just like anyone.
Who's worse? Who's more OP? Fucking Master Yi.
Oh yeah, I was. What's funny is before you even say anything, I was like,
Master Yi. Yeah, fucking.
That's what I mean because it's just like shit like that. It's like it's not really like it's not balanced, but he's just a huge counter pick for that position because when there's 5 players, like any champ that has an ability that where the more players are congested together is a benefit to them, it's just huge, Like Yi is just fucking Q, and then if he kills them, then everyone just piled next to each other. It's like, a lot of these champs, it's like with Yi and Pyke, it's like you want them all spread. Like a lot of these champs, it's like you can't be all together because it's just gonna make one of their abilities way more OP.
But let's just say you have a Ryze on your team. All he has to do is click you and you're stunned, and then has a Yi, and then fucking kill him.
Or what's the champ that like it's like a girl champ where everyone near her like gets pulled in. Alawi. Alawi is perfect too because the more people when she ults, the more people in her radius, there's more tentacles that come up, and it's just like all fucking 5 people are in one lane. So it's like huge.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's still fun.
You'll notice it when you watch this back.
Huh?
Nothing. Go on, Alawi.
Yeah, no, it's just what I'm saying. It's just like champs like that where the more congested there are in champ and like the enemy team are together, it's just like way more. Your ult does way more fucking damage when there's more people around you than just one. So ARAM is just huge with that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still fun. It's fun because it's like quicker time. You can like just get out easier, and it's not as like much time consuming. Because with League or with like a ranked game, I'm like, I gotta figure this shit out.
What time are you trying to? Do you still have the pack?
Yeah. Oh yeah. What's it been?
It's 7:10 right now.
We go for 5 more minutes.
Okay. Well, enough about League. Let's see, because we can just fucking keep talking about League.
Okay, no.
Let me think. Any other stories?
What the fuck? Just keep turning off.
Well, let's just get a closing.
No, we're good. We're good. Okay.
We're good.
Yeah. Oh. Well, no. When I press this button,
ladies.
If you notice when I press the button, the orange light comes on.
Ladies.
When I press it, and sometimes it just turns back off. It's weird.
What if we had that as the intro?
It would just be copyrighted.
Well, you do it, but you don't fully do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm confused about too. Because when I had my manager for YouTube, I would go through Collab because they were the people who were just like they would tell you all the insights of like. Because like YouTube and stuff, there's a lot of things that you don't know about, and there's a lot of things that YouTube doesn't tell everybody too. It's like their own programs and the algorithms and stuff. That one of the myths that they said on there was like the idea you can play a song for less than 5 seconds, you won't be copyrighted. But they were saying like no, it has been happened like where you can play something for less than 5 seconds and it fucking copyrights the whole. Like if we did this whole podcast and say we got 30 million views in this one podcast and I fucking play delete. We would get no income, and it would all go straight to fucking SpongeBob. Which is, it sounds greedy as fuck to say, but still, it's like if you put in, it's also like I'm not doing this for the money or anything like that. But I'm just saying, if you put effort in all this time and editing and filming, and you set this whole thing up, and all of it goes to waste because of a 5-second song, it's just like it's kind of annoying.
Is that the same with Instagram? Because you can
Instagram, you can't really there's no money in towards of you can't make money off of views. Like in the sense of like YouTube views, you know, the more views you get a percentage because you watch advertisements over. Instagram's not like that where you get your money based off of pretty much sponsorships. You know, you can't really make money. If you posted something on Instagram and it got 30, like, you know, like the one I posted of like you and me like jerking off, or you and Carrie, like, hey, let me get this shit. I got over 1 million views.
Gosh, you and me jerking off. That's a funny clip right there.
But you don't get money off of views because there's no ads playing over your video.
Yeah.
You know, TikTok had a way where they would just pay. They kind of would do something like that, similar, but the money is just, it's not that. Like I would get 650,000 views, and that would give me like $20. You know, which is 650,000 views on YouTube is like fucking almost like $2,000.
Oh wow!
So it's because the money is in terms of advertisements where there's, you know, the fucking you know, skip the ad. But Instagram's unlike that. It's like you can't. Have you never watched an Instagram ad, like video, and you've seen an ad play over it first, and you're like, fuck, I gotta skip this. You know, they play their money is based off of, you know, hey Russell, you got like 2 million views or 2 million followers. I'll give you $5,000 to promote, like to take a picture on Instagram and promote my product. You can just tag me in it.
Oh, okay.
That's how Instagram makes their money. I mean, in terms of like posting shit on there.
So I was also thinking, like, even to do ads or something, like, do like funny skits for them or something.
Yeah, we can. I mean, definitely, it's like a more original for sure. You know,
like do like almost like a commercial.
I mean, I'm always thinking about in terms of like the me being the consumer. You know, when I watch Tim Dillon or Joe Rogan or fucking any podcast, and I'm watching them do the ad sponsors. For me, I'm very strict in terms of the like no matter how good, like Steve-O's huge, like Steve-O's really good at doing advertisements because he puts in effort. And he brings out the products and he does goofy shit with it, which is really good. But the thing is no matter how good you are sponsoring an ad, if I don't want Dollar Shave Club, I'm not going to buy it. You know what I mean? It just really comes down to like, even though you can fucking flash McDonald's in my face 24/7, I'm not going to, if I don't want McDonald's, I'm not going to get it. You know, I'm not a fucking beta or not beta. I mean, fucking, what does Chris D'Elia say? A CUDA. You know, Barracuda, where something's fucking flashy in front of your eyes, like, oh, I want that because that looks really cool, you know? It's like, you know, that's what I really like about myself, where it's like, I'm not going to just see something, you know, oh, cool, buy fucking, you know.
Oh, this is on sale, you know, you're saving $40. Yeah. Well, it's like.
Well, not even that. I'm just talking about an actual, like, fucking something I would never want. Like, they do a lot of, like,
You don't get suckered into the things.
Like, there's a lot of, I can't think of any of these ads, but there's one huge one for like a mattress company. You know, it's like, you know, it's like Sleep Something. It's like, dude, it's the best fucking mattress ever. I'm like, I'm not gonna buy a fucking mattress anytime soon. You know, you can make the best fucking promotion ever. Like you can make a song, you can do like all kinds of crazy shit into this advertisement for a mattress. I'm not gonna buy a mattress because I don't want a mattress. You know, but
it's like the same thing with the trucks too. You know, like. Fucking like I just think about like the truck commercials of like the Super Bowl and everything. It's like,
oh yeah, like
it's like
Nissan.
Dude,
I'm not gonna buy.
You can bring like all these people on, but like I'm a Chevy guy. I'm not a Ford. You know, sorry. You know,
well, not even that. It's just like you can be fucking they can promote Chevy. They can have fucking Shaq on there. They can bring back Michael Jackson and have him on there and like buy Chevy. And I'm like, I don't want a car. You know what I mean? Like that was cool, but I'm not gonna buy a car.
Yeah, but some people are like, ooh, it does hit some people, so it just goes to show, you know, some people do get hit with that.
Yeah,
but
there are a lot of kudas out there. For sure.
So let me, if that's not your weakness, let me challenge you with this. Try and find out what is your weakness. What does get you, and not edibles.
Boobs. I'm just kidding.
Boobs. Yeah, I'm a fucking booby guy. I love boobies, dude. I bought the shirt with a bunch of like these 2 big tits right here. And she's rolling a blunt and everything. It's like a backwoods shirt. And I come home with it on and Karen's like, what the fuck? I'm like, hey, what can I say?
I mean,
I'm a booby guy.
I don't think I have really a weakness in terms of like buying products, you know? I'm very minimalistic.
Not even products.
I know.
Okay, so,
I know, that's what I'm saying.
So just about your life, you know? I'm telling like challenging you with a life challenge, you know? If you're not attracted to the big flashy, oh, this and that, what does get your attraction? What is your kryptonite, so to say?
I definitely have to think about that. But
Yeah.
I feel like in terms of like actual material, I only buy shit that I like.
That you need. Yeah, you live
Not
within
even
your means.
need. I mean, yeah, need for sure. But like, you know, like I just bought those panels. You know, I'm gonna put the fucking, you know, I'm gonna decor the wall. You know, with the ivies and shit, and like the hedges and the lights. You know, that's like something that just like I'm passionate about and I want. You know, it's like I feel like my weakness doesn't really come to materials, where I don't really fall for anything that just because like my weakness, I feel like in terms of material, besides like setting up this podcast, would be towards something like funny. You know, if I see something like the cat head, like when I went to or it's in there,
Like
but when I went
shit.
to Target and I saw a cat head and I was going to Nocturnal, I'm like, I'm gonna buy that because that's my weakness is if it's funny. You know. Like if I get a laugh or something like that, not even a laugh,
Yeah.
but just like, you know, it's funny to wear.
But would you even call that a weakness though?
Not really, because I'm
No.
enjoying it a lot. You know?
So yeah, that wouldn't be it. But it's like this for me, like, because I would say I'm the same. Yeah, like, you know, like most things. I mean, yeah, some things you may show me, and then like there's a level to everything. You know,
You know what my weakness probably is fucking. It comes down to disappointing people. It's like I'm always like, it was like when I'm talking to girls just like that. Like if I'm messaging somebody and I'm not interested in them at all. Like this is kind of off topic a little bit, but I know this. Or if I'm messaging somebody at all, and I'm like I don't want to talk to them, but I'm like I feel fucking bad like leaving them in red. I just can't. Like I'll fucking talk to somebody till the end of time if it just means that like. I fucking like I'll eventually I'm kind of growing to like just like having to just ghost them, which is fucked up, but like you kind of have to. But like I feel like in terms of like if you came out to me and like you're like, hey, I'm thinking about, you know, here's this pyramid scheme, Spence, you want to get in on it? I'm like, knowingly I really don't. I'm like I can't really just tell you fucking no. I mean I know you well enough. I just like, no, Russ, you're an idiot. But like, you know, somebody just like, hey, you should really buy this product, and you kind of know the background story that they're just doing it because it's a fucking business hustle over there. It's like, you know, Christian's like, I mean, it's different. Christian, when he's trying to sell cars, I'm not gonna buy a car. That's obvious. But like, you know, like I don't know, if you're just trying to get in a pyramid scheme, and I'm like, I'm just gonna, I just make excuses, you know.
If a
I
stranger
can't really
came
just
up-
straight up tell them no.
if a stranger came up to you and started talking to you, you don't know how to end the conversation.
Yeah, pretty well. I mean, I know definitely how to
it's-
get my way out of it. And I'm like, yeah, no, let me get my information down. And like, you know, that's just the typical bullshit background, you know, like,
Yeah.
you know, get
Well,
behind it.
you've always been like that. You always made up an excuse, and it's like, I've always told you, Spencer, just say you're going home. Nobody, you know why? It's because we're traumatized. Because when we used to leave Brody's house, you're leaving already.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
And then you know we just
that's
then
not
the next
really,
place.
It's not really traumatized, but it gives you really good insight where it's like, if you're like, hey, come. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you like if
But
you said
also
come.
at the same time though, you also got to be courteous because you know maybe you're at someone's house and they're tired and they've had a long day and they're ready
Yeah, I
to
mean,
go to bed.
I don't care about.
So then
like,
that's
people
when you're
saying
gonna
no.
have to pick up those social cues, you know,
Yeah.
because if you know, and that's just the thing about growing up. That's what it is, Spence. It's growing up, you know. Like that's something that I've learned. Like, you know, I can either let the fucking boss talk to me that way, or I can say, hey, you know what, dude, like I don't like the way you did that and stuff. You know, don't, you know.
I mean, yeah, that's a huge like, you know, that's.
You know what I
I'm
noticed?
not in situations like that where it's usually like somebody hitting me up that wants to hang out, and I really am not gonna ever hang out with them, and I really don't want to. And it's not even like for me personally, but it's more of like. If I go out somewhere like, hey, let me come join, I'm like, I know that everyone I'm with is not going to fucking like this guy at all. I barely like this person. It's like that situation where I'm just like, I tell them like, oh yeah, no, we'll figure something. I'll hit you up. I'll let you know, but I just don't.
Yeah. And there's that too, you know, there's like oh yeah, you know, maybe, but it's like, you kind of already know, and you already just don't plan on like hitting them up. But also, you know, it's like when Daniel called me, he goes, honestly, no, like I'm not coming over, you know.
Yeah. Well, that part is not. It's like my situation. I'm like, I'm not gonna argue. Like people when they say like, when I tell them come over for the barbecue, and they're like, no, I got. And if I know it's bullshit, they're like, no, I can't today. You know, if they usually don't give you an excuse and they say I can't, that means that they just like probably don't want to. They just don't feel like it. And like you learn a lot of people who are just like not introverted. Yeah, introverted, where they're just like. They're always just kind of prefer just not to like go out, you know. But those are the people like, when they do go out, they have fun time. But you know, it's not worth arguing with them. Like, dude, come on, you fucking, you know, unless I really want them there, which is rare. It's like, you know.
But also remember this though. I mean, yeah, I know, you know, school is a lot, but by this point of life, you know, like pretty much everyone, you know, whatever their hustle is of like during the day or night, whatever they work.
Yeah.
You know, some days you just are at work, you're like, fuck, dude, I don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
But at the same time, though, you know, you can't fall into that hole of every day you don't do anything.
Yeah, I know.
So you gotta
you gotta set your priorities straight for sure.
Find the middle of it.
Yeah. But also, I feel like for me, when I was working at UPS, I mean, that was the most vigorous fucking job I ever worked at. It's pretty much the only job I ever worked at. I was still always, after every fucking job, I'm like, after every work, I'm like, I can easily go out and fucking do something, you know? But just because I'm very different, but.
That wasn't much of a job.
Oh, no, I mean,
it was, but it was, did you work 8 hours?
Like 5 or 6.
5 or 6?
Yeah.
For how long?
Mm-hmm.
For how long?
Like 5 or 6 hours.
No, but like, how like a year? 2 years?
Oh, like a year and a half.
Once you hit year 4 of doing shit, whether if it's at the same spot or whatever, you're just like.
I know, but I'm saying in terms of like, you know, like I'm gonna use Eric Felton as an example. Well, let me reset this. This battery's gonna die. Like for Eric Felton as an example, it's like I probably shouldn't. I don't know, but like people they're just like they do their jobs, but they're at home and they're on the computer the entire day and like I'm fucking exhausted. I'm like, you're not really exhausted. Like I get it that you're like mentally just like fuck, I've been doing this shit all day, but it's like if I was in that situation, like I've done schoolwork for like 8 hours a day, but I'm like, dude, if I knew that something was gonna happen later that night, I'm just like I'm ready to fucking go do it because it's like, you know, I'm like physically like in terms of like actual like energy wise, where it's like. Just if you're doing something, you're at home all fucking day, just sitting on the computer and like, which most people are right now. It's like most of like my friends and most of the people are just like, oh my God, you go like, no, I'm just all at home. I'm not on the computer, but I'm on it for like 10 hours a day. And it's like
doing what? Like working?
Yeah. They're like, all people are just like, yeah, I'm just on the computer, like fucking 8-10 hours a day doing work.
What do they do?
Well, each person's different. Like Brad, I don't know, just like Brad's doing like emails and shit, and like Tristan's, I don't really know what Tristan's doing on the computer, and like Eric's at home on his computer all day. It's like I asked him like, do you go in there? Like, no, it's all on the computer. It's like, so you're not really, you're just sitting there all day. Like I get that's mentally like tiring on you, but like I feel like if I was in that situation doing something for 10 hours a day on the computer, the biggest thing I would want to do is to leave the house and get out and do something and not be in front of a fucking computer screen, you know?
Well, it's like this, okay?
No.
Three things. Remember this. You can only choose 2 of them. Sleep, money,
sex.
And I think sex, yeah. No, friends. Sleep, money, and friends.
Mm-hmm.
Choose 2.
Choose 2? Sleep, money, and friends? Oh, wait, no.
Yeah. Choose 2.
Friends for sure. And I guess sleep.
That's your life.
Yeah, no, but I can manage to do all 3.
Yeah, but when it comes to money, you know, like, what are you doing to make money?
I mean, right now I'm not really worried about it, but I feel I know what you're talking about,
and that's my point.
But I know where you're coming from. But when I worked at UPS and I was working,
yeah, but what I'm saying,
to make
what I'm
money,
trying to tell you
I still
is,
got enough sleep and friend social life. It really just comes down to your personality, you know.
No, I don't know, because I was always out and about. I was a night owl, but once I started working, you figure, Spence, I've been working since 18.
Yeah, but you're doing vigorous shit. You're actually out there painting, and I know what you experience.
But even before painting, you know, like when I was working fast food and like all those restaurant jobs and shit, like that when I was working like kind of half days and I'd have this day off and everything, like, yeah, if I work on Mondays and Wednesdays, yeah, fuck yeah, I want to go out, you know, because I have like, I can balance it. I'm still making money. But when you're working 40 hours and you're going to work every day, Monday through Friday.
No, I understand that. I'm talking more the people who are at home doing it on their computers.
Well, look at it no different if, just in case, or like just if they go to the office and go do it.
Yeah.
They go to the job site and they work. Or what if I paint at home, you know? If I'm just painting my house.
Yeah, but that's also, I'm talking about like using energy.
Yeah,
you know?
I get what you mean on that too. And yeah, you're right, you know. The obvious thing is, well, you're tired because you've been sitting on your computer. Go move, go work out. But remember, though, you can only choose 2. Because when you're making money, when you're working, you have to do that. You can't just fuck around. I mean, you can, but you're going to lose your job. And
I mean, could you, like, what days don't you work? Say you don't work on Saturday, right? And you play League all day. All day. You're just sitting on your computer for 8 hours a day playing League. could you get up and fucking hang out with friends and do stuff after?
I'd want to take a nap.
For what, playing League all day?
Yeah, I'd get tired if I watch. Let's just say I watch TV for like, I get out of bed. Oh no, I wake up and I just turn the TV on and I'm just watching TV, and then like, I plan on not doing shit all day.
Yeah.
As soon as I'm tired from watching TV, I'd probably fall back asleep.
You know. Well, I mean, I mean, it's different. I mean, for me, I guess, because I can't fucking fall asleep that easy. But I feel like, just in general, what I'm saying is, you know, if you're doing like, I know I painted this whole house where it's like I know where you're coming from. You're like, fuck no, dude, I'm not trying to fucking do shit after this. That's, you know, that's like when you say like when you were working, you were fucking doing, you know, graveyard shift, and you wake up at 3 a.m. Like, I'm not gonna fucking give Russell any shit for not wanting to hang out at 8 p.m. the night before if he has to wake up at 3 a.m. to go fucking paint all day. I'm talking about people who are just like sitting on the computer for 8 hours, you know?
I'm just
And
talking
they're like-
about Eric.
Yeah, literally, I guess, yeah, but
No, I back, you know, and that's why I say it's weird, but you know, just always remember that you can only choose 3. I saw this from a fucking picture in Funny.
well, here's
Junk.
the thing: if you
But think about this, I saw
yeah,
this. In,
no, I know
like,
what you're talking
from
about.
Funny
It's
Junk,
the
like,
pyramid. It's the pyramid.
Yeah,
it's
like
it's
years
literally
ago.
it's sex, money, and I don't think it's sleep. I think it's
No,
it's
no, it is.
socialization.
No, but you have to sleep because you can make money and you can be social, but you're not going to sleep. You know, what if I came over before sleeping? You know, what if I came over right before work and everything? Well, I'm going to have to cut sleep short. You know, what if I'm just like making money what if I'm just sleeping and
Oh my god, sex, money, and kids. Hold on.
I'm telling you, it's sleep.
Like, I don't know if it's sleep. It's like
Try it.
I know it's
Type-
sex. Sex is one. I'm thinking
No,
more of like
because-
age-wise, because I know.
But I'm talking about time of
Yeah.
your day.
I know that.
You're not going to spend most of your day having sex. You're not going to spend most of your day, you know. I hardly even talk to Karis. You know, we talk maybe like 15% of the day.
Fuck, I don't know what. I know sex and money are there.
No, I'm telling you, try it without
think
sex.
it's
Just try it without sex.
What do you want to type in?
Type in sleep, money, and social friends. Pyramid.
I know what you're talking about, but what I'm thinking of is age. What it comes with age, where before you're 30, it's all you want is sex and money. And then I know when you're 70,
okay, well, that's
when you're
the one.
70, you don't give a shit about money, but you want sex. But you, well, fuck, what is it? I think it something like that. I don't know what even to look up for that. But it's like as a kid, all you want is money. But when you're an adult, or not adult, when you're like fucking 70 and you have all the money, and you're like, you don't want money
in your 20s,
anymore.
all you want is sex. When you're in your 30s, all you want is money. And then when you're in
I forget
your
what the third one is. I want to say it's not. It's either gotta be sleep or socialize, you know. But it's a pyramid where you're just like, when you're making money, you're not socializing, but you can have sex too. But when you don't have money,
I
you
think
can
I have that as
socialize.
screenshot
You
somewhere on
want
my phone.
friends when you're older, and you want, I guess, maybe sex. I mean, I feel like when you hit a certain age, you don't really give a shit about sex because you're not really biologically really into it. But the camera turned off. But yeah.
remember those 3 though.
I know it's sex and money, and then I can't remember the third one. I think it's got to be socialize or sleep.
Pussy, money, weed. That's all a bleep need. That's our podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Brought to you by Bud Light Ace. Buy one, get one half off. Use Rhodes promo code. Planet South America coming at you. That's it.